Father, if I'm to be married to an army officer...
Then you've got to learn how to take orders.
You've never seen men die in battle, Junior. And I hope you never do.
I've already told you. I agree with your father.
Army officers. I can see there's no point in arguing with you two. But things will seem awfully dull in Salem.
Buying a trousseau. Preparing a wedding. Dull. What kind of girl are you?
Oh, you've got a lot to learn about me, Lieutenant Drake.
I'll be riding into Salem within a month. Goodbye, darling.
We've been through a lot together. As soon as our mother died, I don't know, it's not an easy thing to raise a daughter.
You've done a first-rate job, sir. I admire a woman with spirit.
Lieutenant Drake?
Sir.
You'll inform me as soon as the gallows are ready.
Yes, sir.
Daniel Boone, what a doer, what a dream comer truer was he. From the coonskin cap on the top of old Dan to the heel of his rawhide shoe, the ripidest, roaringest, fightingest man the frontier ever knew. Oh, Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, with an eye like an eagle and as tall as a mountain was he. Oh, Daniel Boone was a man, yes, a big man, and he fought for America to make all Americans free. Daniel Boone was a doer, what a dream comer truer was he. Daniel Boone, Daniel Boone.
Enter. Wait outside. The gallows will be ready in a few minutes now, Boone. I detest waste.
The idea of swinging at the end of the rope doesn't make me too happy either.
But it doesn't have to happen.
Why? Have you changed your conditions? No. Well, then what are we talking about?
Enter.
Everything is ready, sir.
I'm willing to drop the condition that you arrange a treaty between us and the Shawnee.
You still expect me to tell my friends and neighbors that I was wrong when I advised them to fight for their rights?
A public retraction of your treasonous statements against the Crown is essential.
And impossible.
Corporal! Escort the prisoner to the gallows.
Daniel Boone, you've been found guilty of treason against His Royal Majesty King George III. The penalty by order of the commandant of this post is death by hanging. Sergeant?
Sir.
Proceed to carry out the sentence.
Yes, sir.
Julia!
She might still be alive. They can't have gone far.
Select your men.
Corporal Tompkins. Sir. Form a squad.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant Reynolds,
Sir.
take care of these men.
Yes, sir.
Colonel, all you're doing is supplying them with more targets. Any men you send out will end up just like those.
Advice, Boone? From a traitor? I suppose you'd forget about that girl out there.
I understand your concern for your daughter, Colonel, and I share it. But the lieutenant's way, and I doubt seriously if you'll ever see your daughter alive again.
Squad's formed and ready to march, sir.
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir. Right, turn! Forward, march!
The lieutenant's probably right about one thing. It's my guess your daughter is still alive. The Shawnee arrows.
Shawnee! If you'd arranged that treaty...
Wouldn't have made any difference at all, Colonel, one way or the other. Penango never has and never will sign a treaty with anyone. It's my guess he's holding your daughter prisoner for bait.
Bait.
Bait for British scouts. The men you just sent out, the men you'll send after them when they don't return.
How many men do you think Penango has?
Enough. It'll seem like hundreds to Drake. He doesn't know anything about fighting Indian style.
He may not have to. I've never heard of an Indian yet. He couldn't be dealt with if he was given enough.
Can you give him back his wife and 2 sons killed by the British at the Battle of Stone Creek?
And you think you can do what a squad of British regulars can't?
With their help, as decoys, I think I can. And besides, I have very little to lose.
Sergeant Reynolds,
Sir.
give Boone everything he needs. Rifle, shot, powder.
Yes, sir.
And Sergeant, you'll go with him.
Well, are you ready, Boone?
I am, but you're not, Sergeant. You're going to have to get rid of that red coat.
But that's against regulations. And besides, the colonel will skin me alive if I do.
Well, the Shawnee will scalp you if you don't. Take your choice. That coat will draw Indians like flies to honey.
Bye. Get me that old pair of buckskins over there that our scout once wore.
It's a nice-looking pair of boots you got there.
It took me about an hour to put that shine on them. No, not my boots.
The woods are full of dead leaves and pine needles. The Indians have keen ears. If you wear those boots, you're going to sound like a couple of grizzlies wrestling in a dry bush. Now put on something like this.
Now, you take good care of my uniform until I get back, you hear?
What's going on here, Boone? Sergeant Reynolds is a British soldier.
That's right, Colonel. Penango's looking to kill British soldiers.
Sergeant,
Sir.
if it only seems as if Boone is trying to escape, shoot him. Shoot to kill.
Walk, woman, or I will kill you here.
Those men! You just murdered them! Murdered them!
Yes, I murdered them. and I will murder many more. Now walk!
Hold! Tompkins! Sir, this is where they ambushed the carriage. I'll look for signs ahead, sir. You two men, fan out. Look for signs of the trail.
Here, sir. There's been a scuffle here, sir.
All right, on the double.
From now on, Sergeant, you better stay behind me. We'll break single trail, make less noise that way. And remembering what your colonel's orders were, my back will make you a nice big broad target.
You know, Boone, General Braddock could have used the likes of you.
You were with Braddock? How many left at Worm?
We were 1,000, but only a handful of us survived. The Indians outwitted us. We walked right into it.
That's what your lieutenant's trying to do.
When you are no longer of use to me, I will have much pleasure killing you. We go!
Hold it. Rest a moment. Lieutenant! What? It's Julius. She's leaving a trail. They seem to be heading east, sir. Corporal, be alert for any other signs. Have the men proceed. Fall in, men.
I can't go any further.
Weaklings, like all the women of the whites, soft and useless.
Some water, please. Please.
Maybe when you learn to butcher deer, gather wood, and look after Penango's needs, I will let you be my squaw. Soon, you will whimper like a child.
Where the girl? She'll lead us right to those murdering savages. Forward, straight ahead.
Look at them. They're walking right into that trap.
Looks peaceful enough.
You're not using your eyes, Sergeant. There's only one engine down there, probably to close the trap from behind.
Well, they'd better be mine.
Not just yet. Penango's using Julia as bait to trap Drake, and we need Drake as our own piece of cheese. Don't worry, Sergeant. We're going to leave the back door open for your men. I'll probably pick up something I'll need later. Come on.
We do not want redcoats to lose your trail.
We go!
Lieutenant coming?
Just like he was invited for tea.
If this works, we'll get him out of our hair.
I don't believe I understand.
You will. You just keep an eye out for Penango scouts. They listen for sounds like that. duck over here and see if the lieutenant picks up the other trail.
I sure thank you for that, Mr. Boone. Indeed, I do.
You'll make a fine engine fighter, Sergeant.
She's still leaving a trail. Look, another sign.
They seem to have changed direction, sir. To the north.
That's strange. Very well, Tompkins. Have the men step up the march.
Forward!
Worked.
Where are the redcoats? Why did they not follow? Have they forgotten you so soon?
There she is. Aye, the poor lass looks like she's been through hell.
I'm sure she has.
It's going to take some doing to get her out of there.
Venango!
Stupid redcoats were lost. I had to send my braves to lead them to my trap.
Sergeant, we've got only one chance to try and save her. Under the circumstances, we better wait till night to do it.
Lieutenant!
Hold your fire. Forward, on the double. Ho! You see them, Tompkins?
Completely lost, sir.
All right, have the men fall in and we'll proceed.
Yes, sir. Fall in, men. Ho up! March!
Well, there's less than an hour of sunlight left. Better try to work our way up behind them.
Boone! There's the lieutenant, and he's headed right for them again.
Now we'll have to get closer. walking into a lion's mouth with their eyes wide open.
Now they've got to be warned.
That's just what I'm going to do, Sergeant.
Take cover. Bloody Boone!
I suggest you lower your voice.
What do you think you're doing?
I'll tell you when we move your men out of here.
Corporal, place this man in irons.
Begging your pardon, Lieutenant, but the Indians are waiting in ambush for you right over the knoll.
How did you get here, Sergeant? Why are you dressed like that?
Please, sir, we're under orders from the Colonel, and I suggest that you do what Mr. Boone says.
I'll tell you when we move your men to safer cover.
Squad!
Quietly, Lieutenant.
All right, hold it here. Now, I demand an explanation.
Well, Lieutenant, before you and I start talking, I suggest you send a couple of men out there in the trees in case Penango saw our move.
Tompkins, sir. Take Sims and Jennings. Yes, sir. Mr. Boone, I had those Indians on the run.
That's what they wanted you to think. You were walking into a passel of errors, Lieutenant, a trap.
You said something about orders, Sergeant.
Yes, sir.
I assume you're aware of what these say.
Mm-hmm.
The way I read them, this only delays your execution.
That's right. Unless the Colonel's daughter is returned safely to the fort.
Unless you are responsible for saving her life.
Well, I expect the Colonel will take your word for that, Lieutenant, if we manage to rescue her. There's more in there than that.
I can read, Mr. Boone. The Colonel clearly states that I and my men are to take orders from you.
That's right. I figure if you and I fight Penango instead of each other, we might have a chance. Might we?
I already said I understood the orders, Mr. Boone.
Good. Let's start by moving out of here. Penango will be wondering what happened to you.
All right, men. Form up.
Those red coats. We're gonna have a full moon tonight.
Waiting for us. Like a herd of stupid cattle.
Redcoats, after we kill them, I will let you see the taking of their scalps. Then...
I suppose I should thank you for saving my life.
It's not necessary, Lieutenant.
Redcoat! Lieutenant Gerald! Your woman will make good squaw for Penango! Lieutenant! Come save your woman from Penango! We are waiting!
It's Julia. Don't be a fool, Lieutenant. Come back. It's a trap, Lieutenant! Lieutenant, you can't do that girl any good, Dad. Going after her is exactly what Penango wants you to do.
I'll challenge him to open battle face to face. We beat them once.
That's because he took you for fools. He won't be that careless again.
I'll meet him under a flag of truce. Surely these savages must have some sense of honor.
Well, some do, these don't. All Penango's interested in is killing redcoats. He doesn't care how. This is his country, and he makes the rules.
All right, Mr. Boone. We'll do it your way. The colonel's orders don't give me any other choice. But if your way fails, I'll take great pleasure in saving the hangman the trouble of killing you.
Good work, Corporal. Let's get rid of these. That's fine. Good work. You're still shining in the dark, Lieutenant. Better help yourself to some more of this mud. Well, now, don't be shy, Lieutenant. Here, let me help you.
If they could see me now at the Royal Military College at High Wycombe, I'd probably be shot.
It's not exactly spit and polish. You want to take that pig sticker, Lieutenant?
Of course.
Well, we're going to be belly crawling through some underbrush. You may hang on something and rattle at the wrong time.
Mr. Boone, this saber is a part of me as much as your rifle or that cap is a part of you. The colonel's orders do not give you dominion over my weapons.
Well, don't get testy, Lieutenant. You can keep your
saber, Mr. Boone.
Let's move out.
All right, let's move out.
I kept these things that you asked me to. Now, what would you have me do with them?
Now, just hang on them 2 weeks, and I'll tell you later.
And Mr. Boone, take it easy on him. He's been trained for years to become an officer and a gentleman, and you can't change that all in one day.
I'm going to have to try, Sergeant. The girl's life depends on it. And ours.
go hungry, then. You will die soon anyway.
Go ahead. Kill me.
We will wait for the British here. Build a fire. We'll draw the redcoats to us. I will have the pleasure of seeing your face watch a man die. I will kill him slowly.
Lieutenant, I'll take the men forward and get them in position. I hope to be back before Penango finds out what we're doing. Now you stay here.
It'll be dawn soon.
Yeah. Don't worry, Lieutenant. I'll get her back.
What the devil's happened to Boone? It's been over 10 minutes.
He'll be back. As long as we don't hear anything. We've nothing to worry about, Lieutenant. Lieutenant, you can stop fretting. She's all right.
You saw her?
She's tied to a tree back there in the clearing. Now, Penango was counting on your British chivalry for you to come marching right in and free her.
If we all went in there.
No. That's exactly what he wants. Just you and I are going, Lieutenant. Since you insisted on using yours as a club, this might come in handy.
What will you do?
The bow and arrow suit my purposes. Doesn't make any noise. Pig sticker of yours might come in handy after all, Lieutenant. Sergeant, it's time for you to put on the uniform. Besides, the colonel would skin you alive if he saw you looking that way.
Penango. Redcoats, make fire, build camp.
Could be another British trick. Stay with her. If it is a trick, kill her. When we are close, I will go ahead to scout. British will not trick us again.
Stay here and hold him off.
Boone! Mr. Boone! We got them! We fooled them! We got everyone, sir.
You all right, Sergeant?
Not a scratch.
I want to apologize, Mr. Boone.
Don't you think we ought to be getting back to the fort, Lieutenant?
At your pleasure. Tompkins? Have the men fall in. Yes, sir. Line up! Forward! March!
Mighty pleasant sight, there.
Dismantling the gallows? Yes, for me, too. I've never had to hang a man. I don't relish the idea.
Well, the way things are going, Colonel, you might be a little premature. That is, if you insist on hanging everybody who talks against your king.
But he's your king, too, Boone.
Well, now, that's what it's all about, Colonel, but if you don't mind, I'll just leave that argument for later.
Well, at least it doesn't prevent me from expressing my appreciation. I'm a very, very grateful father, Boone. Enter up.
The carriage is ready, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. Sergeant.
Sir.
Look at yourself.
Sir? I can't rightly explain how that happened, sir. Unless maybe it's because the boots are so much more comfortable than the... Yes, sir. Immediately, sir.
You're leaving none too soon, Boone. A few more days and British military discipline in this fort would be a shambles.
I might even be able to convince your men they're on the wrong side, Colonel.
You know, I like you, Boone. I hope we never meet again.